I'd never given much thought to the role of language in my life until I lived abroad, only ever perceiving it as a way of communicating with others, not understanding that within each language is a way of knowing the world, a vessel of culture, philosophy, knowledge, passed down from generation to generation. Never really questioning why I speak English or how its words shape my reality. I'd grown up knowing I had two versions of my surname, Horgan and Gougane, the latter only ever getting used in the school roll call. To me, Gougane seemed ugly and old-fashioned compared to the anglicised Horgan. I guess I had the opinion that many people I grew up with had, that the Irish language is stupid and useless and more than anything, a bit of a waste of time. And now looking back, the biggest question for me is how did I end up hating something so deeply that should be mine? Recently, I watched a video where a Kikuyu writer was speaking about the 16th century book, A View of Ireland in the Present Time, by Edmund Spenser. In the book, two British landlords talk about how if you destroy people's naming system and suppress their language, they'll soon forget who they are. I think something in this line really spoke to me, and I began to question if I, without my heritage language or name, have a forgotten part of myself. When I lived in Berlin, my friends there often talked about how they felt they had different personalities with the different languages that they spoke. I've wondered ever since who I'd be if I knew myself and my people, my land, through my own tongue. Anseo, faoin bhóisce, tá furc an teascabal firma, a dhéantar is teach mo hinseir. Seo an áit ina raibh cónaí orthúil le linn an gcuirt a bhór. An áit dhearnach a labhraíocht deanga gúthair mo hinseoireacht. An áit ina raibh a gríthe chrúta ag an anró, ag an ocras, ag an bhíorna I dúchreach. Go raibh orthú teanga an tíránaigh a labhraíocht chun teachta dír. Bíonn tús an agnes, tús an bherbal, tús na bínos, tús na nahara mór míltach idir na glúnta. Dá réir Colin teanga, bíonn pól facha I graclán na tíre, pól spiridálta, cultúra agus practicúla. Is as clún mé, bailú beag I ggurcaig. Níl an seo a chláat den loganam anfa, an loganam anla chag tú go strárúil na clún nua. A hagan a vocal uamh, a cilíonn céimh I Merla. Nach ionntach an rud é go bhéad hain mo héal ar fad a caitheamh an seo gan istigam faoi na huamhnathe atá fuam. Tá cua orm a ní na scéalta, na nahar cainte, na hárán agus síocht na níní ar fad atá hailta. Agus tá anna chomha orm faoin deis náir tugad dom aá amach cé mise trí géalga. An isio mo go fíoranta, mo farsantach fíoranta, nílas agam. Tá buint ag ma hiile ar an néalga leis a bheallam cinse, ach níos mó ná sin béidir, le hairí as trochnósanna. Don céad cíam bhí orm an agla, agus an nárá a háú. Tá ag fólam canas a bheith canoltrilum hain nóir a bhí ag stradracht nó stracalt teacht ar bhacail atá uam. Brisig sé do crí, ag éirí teanga elam a cartit de bheith ar ólas go tanna féin. A bheith I do chosachóirí ar hanga, nuair ba chóir dit a bheith ina bháiste uirthi. Tá áthas orm an deis seo a fháil, áfach, margheall air, tá mí tar éis teacht ar bhealaí nua chun an domhan a fheiceáil. Bailí nua chun ceangal a dhéanamh leis an talamh agus lom féin. Tá mé ag fila ar an néilge, agus ar bhealach éigean détan a rá go bhfuil mé ag fila orm féin.
Solstice, words can't hope to catch your bathe of light, the miracle of your unending day. Better instead to thread a weave of your sweet elements, stem and branch of summer green, a garland of meadow grass, ripe with seed heads, where the songbirds come to feed and sing of hatchling and fledgling already on the wing. A weave of roses and rose bay willow herb, a humming thing of blossom and nectar, a brimming over, which becomes a coracle of sorts. Vessel woven large enough to hold everything we love, and space enough for us to step aboard, robed as we are in this day's regal cloth. Garment of the sun-drenched earth, flecked with moon silver and the distant spinning light of galaxies. And if within this wonder tale there's nettle sting or briar's thorn, it is the season's turning, hidden within this day's hem. But let us hold off summer's hinge a while, and slow our eyes enough to harvest all that's here. If move we must, then let us only meander on, deeper into the mysteries of our Milky Way. Not unlike that great white cow of the goddess, wandering her summer path, Balak na bo finna. The honey ditches white with elderflower and meadow sweet.
Is fodder nom ihe flok gan soon, gan shron. Gan cara, gan ween quera na move na mon. On fa tien tevlom, do hua makan. Snar glockus in min ferry no ruakan on. Da marrick gan reed Denver o rook na lawn. Son gasa de bi ag rein lesh la rua mahal. Ag ganis na grí queen na glúha gona gom. Wa jalav ag dear chwirnach near vuan maclán. An ceharach grí diacba fuair an meán. Is ceharach lí in níirse gan fúslach fáin. Ceharach ríhim tíirca inuig as a clán.
Sa tuairse trim crí gan a dora scaun.
Herg macrí in cleitach go bhuair me lean. Na se bhach nar fric cinse a gar húl an neang ó haisel go tin hliana go tom an hall. A molse a dir de chríochta ag slúv gáil. Chun sa híos is ar de géim go hard me ar ma cinse clota ó jaca tá. Tar da bí a rís ar an bhain. Da glám nach bíon de bíon féin iad bhráid.
looking through the eyes of another. You are perfect as you are. It takes an ill-fitting eye to see. Not all ducklings turn into swans. Ducks are beautiful too.
I am here. My claws, gentle but piercing, holding your pumping heart. They are covered in thick blood. Your heartbeats echoing and shouting like frantic tribal drums. Don't be afraid, my human. It is bleeding. Your ancient heart, it has always bled since the beginning of time. Yes, you've always been alive, capturing the everlasting bonds of blood and life. And then there is love. The love I am sending you, my human. In our bond, death. Do not be afraid when all shall stop and cease to exist. It is all as it should be. Look at me now. Let me be your sacrifice. I am ready to be slaughtered. I am ready to fall over the cliff at your pleasure. And when you go into the great temple of my heart, you will be able to choose whether you would like to put a knife into my chest or look deeply into my eyes and surrender.
I was strolling the streets of the Coombe, Dublin celestial boom. I'd a hunger in me belly and me legs were going jelly. I was in search of a bite. When by chance on Francis Street, Libby and her little sister Ruth I did meet. What brings you round here, I say? Ah, did you not hear, they say? Come gather round and listen, there's a rambling session beginning. Kerry's descended upon Dublin and Tony McMahon's den. When we're open to chance, we'll know the way. When we know the way, we'll dance. So I ambled onwards, towards this rambling session, passing markets for horses and hops, and oh, there's the heroine Eldan, Devlin, mural by Mazer, having strolled these streets herself in bygone days. I wonder what verse Vince Caprani would have penned for the oncoming gaiety. Then just off of Grey Street, my comrades did meet, for this was a party of pipers, poets, paupers, and worker party politicians. This wasn't the Illiskinnon Road, but it was a July evening. This wasn't Billy Brennan's barn, but the bicycles were a-lining, leaning up against stone walls where geraniums were hanging either side of the doorway, where I sat in the wooden floor throne for this castaway. And we're open to chance, we'll know the way. And we know the way, we'll dance. Steve says, what'll we start with? Not me, another Steve, a myth, and we're off and on. Jigs, reels, pokers, tunes, no song. I open my eyes and ears wide, just sense the pride. There's gas laughs and by golly hysteria. Gas lamps from bygone eras, cobwebs catching the light. I spy a spider, slowly, silkily descending on an air built in its own might. There's dusty bookshelves and Parisian paintings taking us away. Writing desks, stepladders, ironing boards, and not a word, just tunes heard. Young and old ears, it tuned to an ancient pitch. 432, a tone your grandparents in Verdi knew. Every key further unlocks this open house. The pendulum on the clock's even stopped, but it's right twice a day. This is the pure drop. No lips go parched, and some are even puckering up for the mistletoe still hanging in the kitchen. Buddha gazes on, spreading good karma, bulbs blown, don't dim, thanks Jah. I the chinwag with Dita from Cabaret, beside the fireplace is an aloe vera plant, and I can't even begin to thank the world for this blessing. There's a ringing in our ears and bare feet are tapping, while rain lightly taps along in time on the window pane. No hurt here for now, no pain for now. I abstain from the overwhelming offers of sandwiches with a china teacup. I toast to Tommy Potts, a fiddler and fireman happily over the fireplace, and I swig a sup for those not here for the blast. The fairy music is flowing and I'm all awes with the living, and we're alive as the spirits arise to share the space. The white lady is in the window, the blue-haired woman is in the corner, the gales speak the changa, a stocks a chocagus a mock. A mock. Outside of me, a cheer rolls down my face, a sweat pours down Cormac's concertina. He plays within himself, honouring us in this outer realm, a raven, billowing out beautiful airs of blasket boatmen. We are taken there. We are no longer here. In this room in Dublin's Liberties, we're at prayer. At church, just around the corner from Vicar Street, ascending all the concrete, attuned to a new frequency, and frequently we are out of our hearts, of ourselves. We are liberated. We vibrated to each other for each movement, the ripple, and I'm in no fixed state. When I say I mean we. We can't stop now. Take it all in. Let everything go. We'll never be able. It won't end here now without you. We're on an air. A spider, slowly, silkily descending into an air, casting out in invisible waves. Come here. You were told. Bring a bottle and your ears to the affair. Come get there earlier, you'll be lucky to get a chair. Come gather round and listen, there's a rambling session beginning. Kerry's descended upon Dublin in Tony McMahon's den. When we're open to change, we'll know the way. When we know the way, we won't feel strange. When we're open to chance, we'll know the way. When we know the way, we'll dance.
Another summer in Ireland.
Otro verano en Irlanda. Hace ya tiempo que perdí mi sombra.
It's been a while since I lost my shadow. On days like this, on the walls beside me, I glimpse her out of the corner of my eye.
En días como estos me parece verla con el rabillo del ojo sobre los muros a mi costado.
But when I turn around,
Pero al girarme solo encuentro una mancha que se deshace en el gris de las fachadas.
I find only a stain dissolving in the grey facade.
Bajo la capota del cielo,
Beneath the canopy of sky,
me arreglo el cuello de la chaqueta por aquello de estar presentable y vuelve a extrañarme.
I adjust my jacket collar, make myself presentable, surprised once more.
Que los muros no sean espejos.
The walls aren't mirrors. I can't recall when we last walked together.
No recuerdo la última vez que mi sombra y yo caminamos juntas.
My shadow and I. Side by side.
Codo con codo o ella delante de mí.
Or she ahead of me. taking me to the park,
llevándome al parque,
to school,
a la escuela, al surco,
to the fields,
al mar,
to the sea, to some friend's house.
a la casa de algún amigo.
My tall, dark, crooked shadow.
Mi sombra alta, oscura y angulosa.
Would I know her if I saw her again?
La reconocería si la volviera a ver.
The moon is gone. The night is a blanket hiding you from the gun. The gun that could shoot the bullet that could pierce the flesh that could carry pain, the pain that is inherent, the inherent fear, the fear of the dark that is hiding you in the night. The night is a blanket, the moon is gone. Lying in a ditch, the mind is horror-raped, taken by raging dogs to a station in blinding light, where truncheons beat, boots tramp down, monitors process to trial and bars, reducing life to a cell. Motionless, pretend to be dead, dream to be beyond. Sleep will come your way, sleep will take you far, sleep will numb the fear, sleep will take you far. This death will be kind, it will be like the night, a blanket that hides. Rising rays break through the dark. The body is sound, the mind is light. You're lying in a trench in no man's land, under the rose, between east and west. Arise, sneak through the thicket, tiptoe on fallen trees, creep like a lioness, let the thorns tear your flesh. It is only rose, the flower to charm. It is only rose.
In Dublin 12, I rent a gaff, a room in a house with a garden patch, front and back. The couple that died here left life here, as bushes and trees line every inch of concrete wall, snowdrops introduce the spring, blackberries see out the fall, and over the hum of distant traffic, kids laughing and lawnmowers going at it. The other residents of number 49 make such a ruckus. It is divine. 2 robins in never-ending song. I've whistled back to them and they reply like I belong. I hope I didn't say something wrong. Blackbirds, blue tits, finches take turns in all the branches. In this wild little paradise, they're given chances. A single hoverfly guards her garden nest while slugs and snails under old logs rest. The grass retreats as soft silver sage conquers the path. Brambles invade the shed at the back. This growth has grown on me as I see the life I'd never otherwise see in a tarmacked yard whose purpose is only for a car. When I head to the line to hang my washing to dry, the birds see me from their shallow bath and cry, "Scatter lads, somewhere high!" I get a glimpse of some water in an old baking tray. That's their Santa Ponza, their icy pint of cider on a hot day. Piled in the corner, storm-blown sticks and branches are home to avalanches of woodlice, centipedes, spiders galore, just uninterrupted life right outside my door. I can't even keep a houseplant alive, yet this mound of decay is what actually thrives. This winter warmth in the corner just hides, awaiting a hedgehog to scurry inside, something no lawn or grassy-ass desert patch could ever abide. To the outside eye, this garden patch is ugly. Too overgrown, not enough pruned greenery. Who am I to see this place with an upturned look on a colonizer face and say, "This lawn is a mess, these leaves must go"? That leaves a green desert where nothing can grow. Lawns were a statement for the Brits to show their wealth. So much land not needed for food, pretty gardens instead. While millions starved as they farmed their tiny blackened patches, trying to grow any seed that catches. And when Britain left in 1922, they left a trail of manicured destruction, which we still do. Clipped, green deserts with no purpose other than to mow and mow again and mow again and then rake until eventually you replace it with tar for one more car to stay. Well, I'm here to say slán to the lawn. Our wild Ireland is not yet gone. It thrives in pockets if you don't block it, and the neighbours think I'm cracked because they can't see what I see in my tiny urban patch. I'm going to do no mow, don't care what next door has to say. My dandelions are here to stay. And when the bees have feasted on that yellow powder dust worth more than any gold rush, I'll leave the leaves do their thing they've done for millions of years and go back to the soil. Not blown to the bin, perpetuating mortal coil. Moths aching to be squashed in our windscreens again, hairy mollies begging for a friend. Outside these Dublin 12 Kimmage walls, a biodiversity crisis calls. But in this tiny, rented garden, it is a paradise, a haven, a place nature need not behave in, but do what it's evolved to do. So in Dublin 12, I rent a gaff. But really, I rent it from them.
和妈妈在一个房子里，等着一位初中同学来教跳舞。她穿着白色裙子，里面套上了黑色的裤子。从后面看她的背影，轮廓非常美，平薄的背，挺拔。她坐下，和我们一起吃饭喝茶，一个充满怀旧情绪的梦。回到了初中，阴潮， 喧闹、疯狂，不知自己为何物，压抑、假装。A broken car, a wiggly bird, a flying flag. You thought you got the insurance. You thought you got the fresh fruit. Oh no, they perish. You apologize for any inconvenience during the construction. You saw the butcher. You saw the cow. You stayed safe. You kept clear. You don't mention. You don't exist. Frank and honest, you don't put your fake tears in that fire.
Gougane, Barra. The mist sucks in our car to a world that's pure, except for leaves that drop like bits of flame or scraps of gold. We arrive just as the drizzle stops. The lake deepens the unpeeling hills. The pilgrim hostel has no guests. The chapel's closed, and at the well we marvel at a sign's request to refrain from throwing in our pence, as if officials could outlaw whistling or smiling, song or dance. We walk beside the lake, and sure enough the shallows buff a mine of coins, like amber eyes of fish that keep lit and hard the faith behind the spinning moment of each wish.
Who among us truly understands the earth's tilt and turn? Our slant around the sun that tints midwinter as the dim wet bark of trees. Beech trunks speckled with lichen stains, the ash a dun and tawny grey. If the willow and its khaki moss are dull, and field grass rain-rinsed too many times, is it that colour leaches from our hemisphere while black enters more? Black settling in the ivy leaves to mute their emerald. Black sooting the pines until their drab green oppresses. We wear the winter hues within us. No berry left, no petal, the birds wing bright messages of life. These days are sober, earnest in their short length, aligned to this hour are the old stone temples of this place that praise the vast and holy dark. And darkness now is a form of prayer, glittering with stars. All things bow to this surrender. So let the solstice wear its crown. For this is courage, our hesitance and pause before the shades retreat. Winter yet ahead of us, though our companion now is light.
Fóil I bhréanan agus foireart chun na mara. Túr de chlús dús chóir le leasa. Túr de chúl inis bhéal chluasa, scrad na bhuilean agus an dún rua. Cuir na bhóg stáite, scuir de chrú. Siúl go háit na chathnid madí rá. Bunig ann de cílse, can na drá. Agus fasta fan an sucr le de dhia. Tá deise gut benacht thar naamh a bhrunna. Clúdig creat na marmh le feo I le thuair. Brun a ríis ta saoil is a gultúir. Se guí na géad náisiún an ruchas stoppa, sar a dusníonn sé a géad úir I casa. Gan navigácio rih lucht an flad, I laurdan na hórapa mar nod, leanfar de lorug, ach níd an neamhar choid. Mar an tulca chlacht for de chinne féin, túr for chun fuirfachta a géin. Sealáin chnáibe agus slaurí gíal, a dúirt mar chúite bhuincí de fiotal. Agus blancéad lán de bhulgach mar mhór fíl. Na scór milliún pléis chun spéir I drana, ó éir ada prairie agus pampa, is go bléifar leis an son mar rud nar hála. A chléireach ceap do huainas, cosc uail bhíon, a ás an ann mar chancr rud a chraí. Párchas neve seachas tír chuig grích, is go ná mar spruch ag naamh de réir racht Christ. Buin diad fasta falling an tean léach, fág an rud an neoil go brach. Bí an gas go trá a sucht an gníomh neamhíonta, is tá an cusáin gréine siar ar gá na fulla.